What's up? I'm on a roll. I am definitely on a roll over here. And I am so loving it and enjoying it. Woo! I don't know. This one could go left. It could go right. It could go sideways. It could go straight. Oh, child. This is going to be interesting because I am covering R&B diva right now, Syleena Johnson. And baby, why am I laughing? I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing. I will never forget it. It is forever etched in my head. R&B divas, oh Lord of Atlanta. I'll never forget that epic, classic, that episode when Syleena Johnson, I don't even think she read Nikki Gilbert. She snatched her soul out her body. That's why I'm like, I got to be mindful what I say. Like, cause, woo, baby, I don't think Nikki Gilbert has recovered. It's not funny because I don't do that over here. That's what I'm just saying. Whenever I think of Syleena Johnson, I think about that. I'm going to have to go back and watch that episode again and try to figure out exactly what she said because I remember it's etched in my head. Syleena told Nikki, if I understand correctly, let me put that alleged, let me find my alleged button, y'all, because God dog it. Syleena said, if I understand correctly, there is a special place in HELL for you for what you have done to these women. That's what she said, and I'm trying to figure out what it was. You know, I'm just saying. Because if any of you all are a fan of Syleena Johnson, then you know that that second album. What's the name of that second album? What is the name of that woman's second album? It's called something. What's the name of that second album? The Voice. That's it. It's called The Voice, baby. Baby, I'm sorry. That second album is called The Voice. And you know what? I think Syleena heard the voice. She did. When the voice told her to speak out so you can't catch your dream, or reach out so you can catch your dream and stand up so you can be heard and be strong and take heed to my word. The voice. Go. I'm telling you, Nikki Gilbert, I guess Nikki Gilbert never listened to that album. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of The Voice, because I'm here to tell you, it's hilarious. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not funny. It's just the way she read Nikki. I would never, ever. Woo. Oh, Lord have mercy. I told you I'll be pulling and tugging out there. Oh, child, let me just get myself together. Because we're talking about R&B diva Syleena Johnson. And as I said, it could go left because I want to, you know how I feel about my divas. Y'all know how I feel. If I cover you over here, it's because I like you. If you covered in this over here, it's because I like you. Like I have to, somehow or another, I have to put myself in a place where I like you. I haven't covered them all. I haven't even scratched the surface. I haven't even scratched the surface as far as what I want to talk about when it comes to some of these divas, but I just rather do it being my authentic self. You know what I'm saying? As I said, blah, 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 blah. If you think I'm just going to go over here and write out, you know, read somebody's bio and all the work they do, I done told you I have introduced the R&B divas to you. You ain't finna make me do all the work over here. No, I'm not. You go find their work. You go look them up. They in a concert, in a show performing. You go to their shows and support them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they're doing. You know, if it ain't hurting anybody, and if it's going to be the betterment for that person, the community, their family, and you, support them. It's just what it is. So we're not talking about trash over here, but we are definitely going to talk about some things, and some things that relates to Syleena Johnson that some just probably think are controversial, never really thought about. So let's get right into it. You know that Syleena Johnson she came onto the scene and, putting it together like Betty Wright. What do you mean like Betty Wright? She came on the scene like Mother Wit. That song, I'm Your Woman, to me, it really spoke. It resonated. I think men and women, young and old, identify with what Syleena Johnson was saying with I Am Your Woman. And I don't think she strayed away from that at all. Speaking about her relationships. Now, oh God, here we go. Now, because Syleena Johnson is an R&B diva, I was about to say of the 90s. Did Syleena come out in the 90s? I don't think Syleena came out in the 90s. Did she? Was her first record released in the 90s? I don't think so. But y'all don't hold me to that. Hold on. Let me see. I don't think Syleena Johnson came out. What? She came out in 2001. I kind of figured it had. I didn't think it was the 90s. I was about to call her a 90s diva. She's definitely not a 90s diva. She came out in 2001. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Yeah. As I said before, if you're not an 80s R&B diva, I'm just saying what it is. If you're not an 80s R&B diva, it's kind of hard for me, and I don't know why, to follow you musically. Like, when I say musically, to buy or to purchase your entire catalog, even if it's good, it's kind of hard for me to do that. And I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not bad at all. It's just that I would have to just like you more than what is the word I'm trying to say? I would just have to like you more than just purchasing your music. Right? But Syleena Johnson is definitely, well, let me rewind. I want to clear this up. For whatever reason, divas in the 80s whether or not if I liked your music or not, or your music sold well or not, if I liked you, I bought into, I was willing to take that journey with you. And I think I was willing to take that journey with them because I like them as singers. I liked you as a singer. And that's the reason why I could take that journey. I'm not saying that about Syleena. I'm saying that about all R&B divas of the 90s as well as in the 2000s. To me, your main thing is singing. And I just got to like you as a singer. And unfortunately, what you don't get with the R&B divas of the 90s or the 2000s is just what it is. And I think it has a lot to do with the producers and the writers. No one is stretching out vocally, period. No one to me. Like, not at all. Even if you can do it. You know, even if you are able to just really sing your behind off when it comes to these records it's kind of like, nah, we just need to focus on making this a good song. We're not trying to tailor this song in such a way to showcase your vocability. That's it. And I think that's the reason why I don't take that journey with them. I give a prime example, a song that I like a lot. Two artists that I will cover over here, Tamia and Deborah Cox. Baby, they can sing. Nobody's supposed to be here, and you put a move on my heart. Those songs, in and of themselves, I would listen to them over and over and over again without listening to those ladies' whole albums. That's just how it is. Lisa Fisher, on the other hand, I can do that with Lisa Fisher because Lisa Fisher is an R&B diva of the 80s, and she definitely falls into that 80s category of R&B divas who actually sang like they don't care. They will snatch a wig, you know, with the singing. So let's focus on Syleena. Here's some things about Syleena that it's not funny. Definitely not funny. It's not a laughing matter. But here's some things about Syleena that she definitely falls into that category of singers that I shake my finger at the industry. Shame on you. She's that singer. Vesta Williams type. I shake my hand. Phyllis Hyman, shake my hand. You know, she falls in that category of singers. You know, because of what could have been. The same thing I talked about with Lisa Fisher. You know, Lisa Fisher, how dare you say, we don't know what to do with you. Lisa Fisher? Like, these record companies are not smart at all. You know, people are not that, they're not that clever when it comes to marketing. You know, they feel like you have to follow a certain pattern. Nobody thinks outside the box. And thank you for that. So she's definitely will be an artist outside the box. And she's definitely an artist to me that I have seen and I have mad respect for. Like, she definitely is a go-getter. You know, musically, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I think I'm a fan. I think I follow her page. And I think recently, you know, she was showing that she was building her own home studio, you know, in her home. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. She's a go-getter. I think she understands what she has to do in order to make it work for her. And she's unapologetically Syleena in all ways. Now let's oh Lord, y'all pulling on me. I can feel it. Dishing out the dirt on who dropped kick to in these entertainment streets, literally and figuratively speaking. The thing that also disappoints me about Syleena is that, oh gosh, it can be controversial. It depends on who you talk to and who you ask. I remember years ago. So it had to be her first album was what we said, 2001, her very first album, right? 2001. So then when did her second album come out? Well, let's just say her second album came out, and it did in 2002. Then she came out again in 2005. Now, I want to say she's been with Jive Records. So she was with Jive Records for all three albums. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3, she was with Jive Records. Now, I remember, I could be wrong. Y'all don't quote me entirely on this because I could be wrong. But I remember in an interview that Syleena Johnson did, I recall her saying that, well, her record company, they didn't press up a lot of records for her. She said that. If I understand correctly, I think I recall her saying that. Think about it. What is the man trying to tell you? Sometimes Flower and Candy. No, I'm just kidding. She said that, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she said they just pressed up like 250,000 copies of her record and left it at that, which I found disappointing. Because if you listen to the Chapter 2 album, hit the button from start to finish, I like the entire record. I don't understand for the life of me then what was going on with in the Syleena camp with Jive Records, if in fact that record did not sell well. And it didn't sell well based off the fact that the record company did not promote her. Jive Records. Yeah, she's on Jive Records. And for whatever reason, they have paired her up with R.Kelly to produce a record, but not an entire record. See, y'all making me think. See, I'm not. See, I'm just about to, y'all know what I do over here now. See, I start asking questions. And I got to figure out some answers. So I was about to ask myself, is it Sparkle then? But then Sparkle comes out in 1998. Syleena is in 2001. Is it Sparkle? Why? I guess the question I'm about to ask, I guess you guys probably say, what are you getting at? I'm trying to figure out why is it that Syleena has worked with R. Kelly sporadically, but she never worked with him on an entire project. Is Syleena not in the Boys Club? You know what we say over here? We call it the Boys Club. She's not in the Boys Club, and that's why she hasn't gotten that respect. I don't know, Syleena, talk about it, baby. What? I won't know. Because I've heard Syleena say that, well, there have been some promoters who allegedly was like, well, yeah, I'll book you on my show, but you got to sleep with me. She said that. Who is her? Is it her manager, her role manager, her assistant? Somebody. Is that lady who does that? Is she a relative of Syleena? I can't remember. But yeah, she's mentioned that there have been some promoters and people who've said that about her. And we know that goes on in the industry. People talk about it all the time. It's the same thing as they were talking about the casting couch, back in the day. I just never understood it. I still don't understand it today, why we never got that full length album produced by R. Kelly when it comes to Syleena Johnson. It's just always been on my mind. And I always wondered why, and I'm going to assume, allegedly, that it was Jive Records who did not press a lot of records for her. So meaning like a song like, or an album like Chapter 2, The Voice, that Nikki Gilbert don't want to get. I'm sorry, Nikki. I don't know anything about Nikki Gilbert, but that just, that read, y'all go get the, she read her like, oh gosh. But I wonder why they didn't press up that many records, and the record was doing well. Guess what? So think about it. Songs like Guess What and Tonight I'm Gonna Let Go. The remix, definitely, with Busta Rhymes. And you guys did. And she definitely had the boys around her with, R. Kelly with that song and Busta Rhymes, them, those guys, performing on the record. I'm just saying, she ain't in the club. Syleena Johnson, you know. I don't know what to say. But now I like Syleena Johnson's style. I really do. Like Syleena Johnson to me reminds me, I'm just saying, of a cool sister. Like not like sister, you know, like we talk about like black sisters, and so to speak. Like Syleena look like she just comes off like she is just that cool sister, like she's that ride or die sister. Like Syleena to me look like, you know what, it don't yeah, really. I get the vibe from Syleena that Syleena is kind of like the sister that she don't care if you're bigger, smaller, taller, you run your mouth, I'm getting you. That's what that's how I see Syleena. Like you don't come from mine. Don't come from my little brother. Don't come from my big brother. Don't come from my little sister. Don't come from my big sister. I'm coming. Get you. That's how she reminds me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she don't let all that fool you. She look like she'll get you. For real. That's what I like about her. You know what I'm saying? She definitely gives me those vibes. Don't try it. You know what? Yes, she does. Ask Nikki Gilbert. I know I need to quit. I need to quit. Y'all, I still laugh at it after all of these years. Yeah. But I just always wondered. We'll talk more about Syleena Johnson. You know, I think we do for part 2 Syleena Johnson video just because we haven't really talked much about her right now. I'm just kind of chilling out about it. So that's the question. The question I guess I'm asking right now in this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Why did she not work with R.Kelly on a full record? Didn't I recall watching a show once before with her, and it could have been R&B Divas. Wasn't she signed to R.Kelly's label? What's it called? Blackground? I think she's signed with that man's record company. I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. So anyway, that's Syleena Johnson. We just talking about R&B divas over here. We just do it. I just wanted to talk about Syleena Johnson. But anyway, tell me what you think. Why do you think we didn't get a full-length R. Kelly album from Syleena Johnson? I guess that's what we'll do for this video. Well, you know what I'm going to say. Go ahead on and say it. Over here, we believe in putting your hour behind where our heart's desires to be. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she says to me, baby, I love you, but God loves you best. And on that note, I'll see you next video. Until then, you all take care of yourselves out there.